Students, in previous lecture we have started the concept of conic sections, right? So in conic sections we are going to draw ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, right? Now in today's lecture we are going to draw ellipse, right? So as I said already, there are 5 methods to draw ellipse, right? So first one is here eccentricity method. First one eccentricity method, right? And second one is intersecting arc method or arcs of circle method, right? And third one is rectangle method or oblong method. Fourth one is parallelogram method. And fifth one is concentric circle method, right? So in today's video we are going to see eccentricity method and intersecting arc method, right? So how to construct an ellipse by eccentricity method, how to construct an ellipse by intersecting arc method, right? So first of all, in order to construct eccentricity method, you have to know what is meant by eccentricity. Eccentricity is denoted by small e. E equal to distance of point from focus to distance of point from directrix, right? So you have to remember this formula, distance of point from focus to distance of point from directrix, right? And one more thing is, if E is less than 1, you have to construct ellipse, right? If E is 2 by 3, you have to construct ellipse. If E is 3 by 4, you have to construct ellipse. If E is less than 1, you have to construct ellipse. Okay, na? Right? Now let us start the problems based on eccentricity method. Right? So this is we are going to start eccentricity method first. So these are the two questions actually. So this is first question and this is second question. So first I will tell the difference between these two questions, right? So coming to first question, here you see I asked to construct a curve, right? So curve means it may be ellipse, it may be parabola, it may be hyperbola, right? I didn't mention ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, just I mentioned a curve. Construct a curve when the distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm and E equal to 3 by 4. So read the question properly first of all, right? So here what is the given data for first one? What is the given data for first one? Distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm. Distance between focus to directrix is 50 mm, right? And next is E equal to 3 by 4. See, E equal to 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 means it is less than 1, right? If E is less than 1, what you have to construct here? Ellipse. So what curve you have to construct here? Ellipse. In question, if they didn't mention directly, right? See the E value. If E is less than 1, you have to construct ellipse, right? E is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is less than 1, you have to construct ellipse. And also draw tangent and normal at a point of 30 mm from axis, right? Now let us see how to construct this, right? So first see, step by step we will see here. First draw a straight line. First draw a straight line of any length. Draw a straight line of any length, right? Now mark the midpoint for that line. Mark the midpoint for that line, and from that midpoint draw the horizontal line, or we can say axis line. Axis line dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot. Construct the axis line of any length, right? So this straight line is called as directrix line, and this horizontal line is called as axis line, right? Now after drawing directrix line, after drawing axis line, what is the question now? Coming to question, distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm, right? So we know this is the directrix line, right? So from directrix, mark 50 mm distance in order to mark focus point, right? From directrix, mark 50 mm distance in order to mark focus point, right? So keep your scale like this, right? Mark 50 mm distance. So I am marking here 50 mm distance, right? I am naming it as here F, focus point. I am naming it as here F, focus point, right? Distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm, right? So this is the first part of the question. Then next is E equal to 3 by 4. So if E equal to 3 by 4, so write down here 3 plus 4 equal to 7. So you have to divide this 50 mm line, you have to divide this 50 mm line into 7 equal parts, right? You have to divide this 50 mm into 7 equal parts. Now you know how to divide a line into equal parts. How to divide a line into equal parts? By taking 30 degrees angle, right? Take protractor, keep the protractor on this line, on this axis line, from this point, right? From this point, take 30 degrees angle, take 30 degrees angle, right? Draw a line of any length, draw a line of any length, right? Now what we are doing, we are dividing this 50 mm into 7 equal parts. So in order to divide a line into equal parts, we are taking here 30 degrees angle. Now in geometrical constructions already we have learned how to divide a line into number of equal parts. So how to divide a line into number of equal parts? With the help of compass, take any radius. With the help of compass, take any radius, right? But the condition is don't change the length of your compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? You know this, right? Don't change the length of the compass. Keep your compass here, draw the arcs. What is the condition? Join the last arc to end of the line. Join the last arc to end of the line, right? So write down here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash and 7 dash, right? Now 7 dash is the last arc. Join this last arc to focus point, right? And draw parallel lines. From 6 dash, draw a line. From 5 dash, draw parallel line. From 4 dash, from 3 dash, from 2 dash and from 1 dash, right? Once again I am repeating. First we are drawing directrix line, then next we are drawing axis line of any length. Then next we are coming from question, focus and directrix distance is 50 mm. So anyway this is directrix line, D dash is directrix line. Distance from focus to directrix is 50, right? So after marking 50, the immediate step is E is 3 by 4. 3 by 4, 3 plus 4, 7. So we are going to divide this 50 mm into 7 equal parts. So how to divide a line into equal parts? By taking 30 degrees angle, right? Take some length with compass, take some radius with compass, draw the arcs, join the last arc to end of the line. Now my suggestion is, See, we are drawing a lot of constructional steps here, right? So this is your last arc, no? After getting your last arc, please rub the remaining line in order to avoid confusion, because we are drawing so many lines here, right? We will get confused by seeing all these lines. Okay, so after taking the last arc, please rub the remaining lines, right? Now till here it is okay, no? Now we have marked focus point, right? Now actually we are going to draw the shape of the ellipse. We are going to draw shape of the ellipse, right? Now see here, ellipse is a closed curve. Ellipse is a closed curve having starting vertex v1, right, and ending vertex v2. Okay, starting vertex v1 and ending vertex here v2. Now first we will mark here v1. First we will mark v1. So how we are going to mark v1? Right, based on eccentricity. Eccentricity is, so in order to mark v1, eccentricity is 3 by 4. Right, so what is the definition of eccentricity? Distance of point from focus to distance of point from directrix. Right, that means from focus you have to mark third point, from directrix you have to mark fourth point in order to get the vertex v1. Okay, so from focus you have to mark third point. This is the focus, so 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the point. Right, from directrix you have to mark fourth point, right? So this is the directrix line, no? From here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the common point. You will get the common point from focus and directrix. So this is the vertex v1. Okay, again once again I am repeating how we are marking v1. This v1 depends on E. Right, what is the definition of E? Distance of point from focus, distance of point from directrix, F by D. So from focus mark third point, from directrix mark fourth point. From focus I am marking third point, 0, 1, 2, 3. From directrix fourth point, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we are getting v1. So v1 is completed. Right, now I have to mark v2. Now how to mark v2? Right, now see here, measure this distance from v1 to f. Measure this distance from v1 to f. Right, how much it is here? 20 mm. Right, v1 to f distance is 20 mm. Now same distance from v point. Same distance from v point. Keep your scale in vertical manner and draw a perpendicular line from v1, same 20 mm distance. How much distance here? From v1 to f, same distance, draw in vertical manner. Draw in perpendicular manner. Name somewhat here S. Right, v1f should be equal to v1s. v1f should be equal to v1s. After that, from this point, right, name this as some C. Okay, so from C join S point, C to S, join this S point, right, and draw the line. Of any length, right? So we are going to mark V2 now. Now keep your protractor on this F point in this manner, on F point, right? Mark 45 degrees angle. Please remember, from focus mark 45 degrees angle, right? Now from focus mark, after marking 45 degrees angle, just draw a line, right? See, definitely these two lines will intersect at some point. You are joining from C to S, and from F you are taking 45 degrees angle, right? So the two lines will intersect at some point. Name that point as Q, right? Now from Q, draw a straight line till the axis line, right? Now this is V2, this is V2. Right, V1 is the starting point of your ellipse, V2 is the ending point of your ellipse. Okay, now measure the distance from V1 to V2. Measure the distance from V1 to V2. Right, so I am getting here 10.5. Right, so I can divide this distance into any number of equal parts, our convenient. Right, we can divide into any number of equal parts, our convenient. But if you take more than 7 or more than 8, you will get exactly the shape of the ellipse. Right, so simply just keep your scale like this. Right, so I got here 10.5 no, so I am dividing here some 8 or 9 equal parts here. Right, so simply I will mark here, just simply, actually what I did means, so distance is 10.5 no, so if I want to divide 8 equal parts, what I doing means 10.5 by 8. Right, so if you are getting exact distance 11, divide into 11 equal parts. You are convenient, you can divide any number of equal parts, but better if you take more than 7 or 8, you will get exact shape. Right, whatever may be the distance. Suppose if I am getting here 13.2 by 8, so calculate that one and just simply mark the distance with the scale and you can divide. Right, so from every point I am drawing the vertical line. Right, right, so I am dividing in equal parts. Right, don't give numberings for V1 and V2. Right, after V1 write down here 1 and this is 1 dash, 2 here 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, 12 dash. Right, so I got here 10.5 distance no, so I divided this 10.5 by 12 equal parts. Right, so 10.5 by 12. See how I am giving numberings and all. Right, now this is the important thing. Now how to construct an ellipse. Now listen carefully. Take the distance from 1 to 1 dash. See, take this distance, this is first point no, and this is 1 dash point no. Take this distance with compass, take 1 dash radius, F, focus point is here no, F as center. Draw the arc on the first line only, above and here below, above and below. Then next 2 dash, 2 dash, see here 2 dash radius, 2 dash radius, F as center, F is common always, F as center. Draw the arc on second line, above and below. Right, see here in similar manner, 3 dash as radius, F as center. Draw the arc above and here below on third line. Next 4 dash as radius, 4 dash as radius, F as center, always F is the common one. Draw the arc on the fourth line, above and below. Right, same from 5 dash, I am taking the distance 5, 5 dash. Again F as center. I am drawing the arc on 5th line above and here below. See, 5th arc above, below on 5th line. Right, like that. 6, 6 dash as radius, F as center. 7, 7 dash as radius, F as center. 8, 8 dash as radius, F as center. You have to cut the arc on 8th line above and below. 9, 9 dash as radius, F as center. You have to draw the arc on 9th line above and below. So on up to 12. Right. So if you join all that, if you join all the arcs, whatever you got, right? So whenever you are drawing a curve, whatever may be ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, first draw in very light manner, right? Then next you can draw in dark, right? So if you join all this, you will get the shape of the ellipse, right? So exactly you should get the smooth curve. Right, join all the arcs, whatever you got the arcs above and below. If you join all that, you will get the shape of the ellipse. Right. So next part is, and also draw tangent and normal at a point of 30 mm from axis, and also draw tangent and normal at a point of 30 mm from the axis. So axis line means this one only, no, horizontal line, right? So keep your scale in vertical manner, 30 mm, no? So keep 30 mm on the axis, start from here, from vertices, right? This 0 should touch to the curve. 30 mm should be on axis line only. Just move your scale like this. 30 mm should be on the axis line only. Just move your scale like this. Right? Now you see 30 mm and here 0 mm. So this is the point. Name this point as some P. Right? Now join this P to F. Join P to F. Now to that PF, keep your protractor on that PF line. Mark 90 degrees. Keep your protractor on that PF line. Mark 90 degrees. So you will get 90 degrees here. Just draw the line, perpendicular line. Right? Now you see this is the point. Right? So join this point and join P point. This is your tangent. Right? Exactly perpendicular to tangent. That means keep your protractor on the tangent line. Mark 90 degrees. Right? You will get here normal. Right? So in this question, ellipse is the output and also tangent and normal is also output. Right? So tangent and normal should be also dark. This is your tangent and this is your normal. Right? So this is the total construction of this problem. Right? If you draw step by step, it is very easy. Right? Now diagram is completed. Now see, you have to write down the point names first. So this is your first arc, no? Write down P1. Always write down the points outside the curve. This is your second arc, P2. Third arc, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11 and here P12. 12th point P12. Same here, P12 dash, right? P11 dash, P10 dash, P9 dash, P8 dash, P7 dash, P6 dash, P5 dash, P4 dash, P3 dash, P2 dash and here P1 dash. Right, and this is your tangent T, T dash. This is your normal N, n dash, right? So after writing the points, you have to mark the dimensions, right? So whatever they mention in question, you have to mark that, right? So in question, what they mentioned, distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm, right? So directrix to focus, this is the focus, no? Draw the extension line, right? So distance is how much? 50 mm. Distance is 50 mm. Dimensional line, closed and filled arrow marks, you have to write here 50 mm. Okay na? Then next, tangent normal distance 30 mm from the axis, right? So this is the P point, no? This is the P point, no? Draw the extension line, right? So this is your axis line, no? Draw the extension line, right? So draw the dimensional line, closed and filled arrow marks 30 mm, right? Whatever they mention in question, definitely you have to mention that, right? After completion of your diagram, with the help of scale, take height 5 mm, take height 5 mm, write down here ellipse in capital letters, right? So this is the complete problem. This completes the problem, right? See here, the constructional, all the constructional steps are in very light manner. Output ellipse, tangent, normal is in dark, right? Naming the points is important outside the curve. Marking the dimensions is very important. What they mentioned in question, definitely you have to mark the dimensions. After completion of your diagram, definitely you have to name in lettering style. Take height 5 mm and write down here ellipse, right? So let us see next one, second one. Construct an ellipse. See, in first one I mentioned construct a curve, but here directly I mentioned construct an ellipse when the distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm and E equal to 2/3, and also draw tangent and normal at a point of 40 mm from directrix. Here I mentioned from axis, here I mentioned from directrix. So in exam point of view, these are the two different types of questions they will mention. Not only same questions, but you have to be very clear what they mentioned in the question. In question, if they mention directly, so you can draw ellipse, right? But in question, if they mention indirectly, you have to see the E value, right? And next is tangent normal. From where you have to draw, from axis or from directrix, from where you have to draw, you have to check that one also, right? Now let us start again. Once again I am repeating how to construct, right? Again please listen properly. First step is you have to draw the directrix line of any length. First step is you have to draw directrix line of any length. Then next, mark the midpoint for the directrix line, right? Now draw the axis line of any length. Axis line will be dash dot, right? So draw the axis line of any length. Okay, now first step is drawing the directrix line. Second step is drawing the axis line of any length. Now coming to question. What is the question? Distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm. Right? Now mark 50 mm distance. Right? So from 0, mark 50 mm distance. Right? Mark 50 mm distance. Name it as here F, focus. Distance between focus to directrix is 50 mm. After marking 50 mm, what is the next step? E equal to 2/3. E equal to 2/3. Right? That means 2 plus 3, 5 equal parts you have to do. Right? E equal to 2/3, 2 plus 3, 5 equal parts. You have to divide this 50 mm line into 5 equal parts, right? So how to divide a line into equal parts? Take your protractor, keep your protractor on that line, axis line, right? From here 0 and here 30, no? So 30 degrees. Draw the line, right? So this is your directrix line D, D dash. This is your axis line C, right? So I am taking 30 degrees angle in order to divide that into 5 equal parts, right? Then take compass, take any radius, but the condition is don't change the length of your radius, right? So divide into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So this is the fifth arc, right? So write down here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash, right? Now join the last arc to end of the line. Join this last arc to focus point. Draw parallel lines 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, right? Then next equal to 2 by 3, 2 plus 3, 5 equal parts. So I am dividing here 5 equal parts, right? Now ellipse is a closed curve having vertex V1, having vertex V2, right? So first I want to mark V1. So how to mark V1? V1 depends on E value. So what is the definition of E? Eccentricity is focus by directrix, right? So from focus you have to mark second point, from directrix you have to mark third point, right? So from focus second point 0, 1, 2, this is the point. From directrix third point 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So this is the vertex V1, right? So vertex V1 is based on E value, E equal to 2 by 3, right? So focus by directrix F by D, from focus second point, from directrix third point, right? Then after that what we have to do? Measure this distance V1 to F. Measure this distance V1 to F is 20 mm, right? So same, draw 20 mm in vertical manner, right? Now name this point as some S, right? So what I said, this is your in 30 degrees line in order to divide the line into equal parts. So what I said, after getting the last arc, please rub the remaining line in order to get confusion. Please rub the remaining line in order to get confusions, right? So from C and S, join this one, draw a line, right? Then next what we have to do, keep your protractor on this line, from focus mark 45 degrees line. See, keep your protractor on the axis line, from focus mark 45 degrees and draw a line, right? So definitely the two lines will intersect at some point, right? So naming it as here Q. From Q draw a straight line to the axis line. From Q draw a straight line to the axis line in order to get here V2 point. So V1 is the starting point of your vertex, V2 is the ending point of your vertex. V1 is the starting point of the ellipse and V2 is the ending point of the ellipse. After that what we have to do, you have to measure the distance from V1 to V2, right? So again I got here 10.5, right? Again I will divide 11 to 12 equal parts, right? So simply I will make points like this, right? Right, so name it as here 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash, right, 3, 3 dash, 4, 4 dash, 5, 5 dash, 6, 6 dash, 7, 7 dash, 8, 8 dash, 9, 9 dash, 10, 10 dash, 11, 11 dash, 12, and here 12 dash. Right? See, from V1 to V2 I got here 10.5 distance. So I am dividing 10.5 by 12. So I think each it will be 0.8. So simply I am keeping my scale like this, 0.8 first point, again 0.8 second point, again 0.8 third point, 0.8 fourth point. Then next after I am drawing the vertical lines. Right? So same method, same process. What is the steps to construct the curve? 1 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. 2 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. Next 3 dash as radius, F as center, always F is the common point, above and below. Like that here same 4 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc on fourth line above and below. Right? Same 5 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. Right? So common point is here, F is the common point. Right? So from focus only you have to draw all that. Right? If you join all this, you will get the shape of the ellipse. If you join all this, you will get the shape of the ellipse. Right? Draw the smooth curve. We will get the shape of the ellipse. Right? So after getting shape of the ellipse, write down here P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11, P12, and here P12 dash, P11 dash, P10 dash, P9 dash, P8 dash, P7 dash, P6 dash, P5 dash, P4 dash, P3 dash, P2 dash, and here P1 dash. Right? Now what is the next step? To draw tangent and normal at a point of 40 mm from directrix. I am saying 40 mm from directrix. This is your directrix line, no? So keep your scale in horizontal manner. If it is from axis means we are keeping our scale in vertical manner and we are checking like this. From axis means, right? From directrix means keep your scale in horizontal manner. 0. Distance is 40, no? And see now where 40 mm meets on the curve. So this is the point. Name this point as here P. See, 0 to 40. Right? Now join here P to F. Join P to F. Right? Now after that, to that PF you have to draw perpendicular line. Keep your protractor on PF. Right? Mark 90 degrees. So it is not visible, no? Right. Now see. Keep your protractor on this PF. Right? Now see. Keeping my protractor on this PF, you see. PF, this is F point. Right? Now mark here 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Right? Now I am from F, I am drawing a line till this point, no? Till this directrix. Right? Now I am joining this point and this P point in order to get tangent. Right? After drawing tangent, what I am doing, I am just keeping my protractor on that tangent. Right? On P point, I am marking 90 degrees in order to get normal. Right? So here tangent normal is also output, no? So the tangent normal should be also in dark. This is your tangent T dash. This is your normal N dash. After completion of your diagram, take height 5 mm and write down here ellipse. right? So you have to mark the dimensions properly. Distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm, right? So distance between focus to directrix is 50 mm. Draw the dimensions properly. Whatever in the question, you have to mark the dimensions here. 40 mm directrix, right? So from P, draw the extension line, right? So somewhat clumsy here, right? So you have to mark like this dimensions. This will be here 40 mm. Mark the dimensions properly, please, above the dimensional line, in the middle of the dimensional line. So these are very important problem. Eccentricity method is very important, right? So if you know how to construct the eccentricity method for ellipse, it is very easy to construct the eccentricity method for parabola and hyperbola, right? So once again, briefly I am explaining, right, because it is very important. That's what I am stressing this much, right? Once again I am explaining. See, in order to draw eccentricity method, first we are drawing a directrix line of any length. A directrix line of any length. After drawing directrix line, from the midpoint we are drawing the axis line of any length, right? After that, first step is directrix line, right? And second step is axis line, right? And coming to third step, distance between focus to directrix, 50, 60, 70, whatever it is. So 50 mm means from here to here you have to mark 50 mm distance, F point, right? After that, fourth step is depends on E value. If it is 2 by 3 or 3 by 4, depends on E value. If E is 2 by 3, 2 plus 3, 5 equal parts, right? So take 30 degrees angle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Join the last arc to F point, draw parallel lines, right? Now what is the fifth point? Ellipse is a closed curve having the vertex V1, ending vertex V2, right? So first we have to mark V1. How to mark V1? V1 depends on E value. Actually E formula is focus by directrix, right? So E is how much here? 2 by 3. 2 by 3. From focus you have to mark second point, from directrix third point, right? From focus second, 0, 1, 2. From directrix third, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will be your V1, right? After getting V1, measure this distance, same distance, draw in vertical manner, name some S here, right? And join, draw a line to join this, right? So what is the sixth step? To mark V2. How to mark V2? 45 degrees from F point. So from F, take 45 degrees angle. Definitely they will meet at one point. From this point, draw a line, right? So this is nothing but V2. V1 is the starting point of vertex, V2 is the ending point of vertex, right? So now measure the distance from V1 to V2. Just simply mark the points. If V1 V2 distance is same 10.5, I want to divide 10.5 distance into some 12 equal parts. So 10.5 by 12, 0.88 something. Just keep your scale 0.8, draw a line. Keep your scale 0.8, draw a line. Keep your scale 0.8, draw a line. Again keep your scale 0.8, like that. Divide into equal parts. 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash, 3, 3 dash, 4, 4 dash, 5, 5 dash, and 6, 6 dash, right? Now how to construct the curve? 1, 1 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. 2, 2 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. 3, 3 dash as radius, F as center, above and below. 4, 4 dash as radius, F as center, draw the arc above and below. If you join all these arcs above and below, continue that, you will get the shape of the ellipse, right? So practice for 2 to 3 times, definitely you will get this. If you know how to draw the eccentricity method for ellipse, definitely you will easily draw, you can easily draw eccentricity method for parabola and hyperbola, right? So actually I thought to continue intersecting arc method also. So intersecting arc method I will post in next video.